push hands coupling for down block parry punch and wipe off. And then next on Monday I'll do the cross hands. So it basically starts from here in this Chen ling system. This is down block parry. And then this becomes the punch. The wipe off is an after effect of the punch. Then you shift back. In this system, the fingers point up. And then you shift forward into push. And that'll start across hands. So we'll just do those two. So again, the first drill is really about this punch. We call down block parry punch. So this front hand is the ward off, which is the, oh, in our system, we push them together. That is, they touch. In Yang school, they keep them apart. So ours is more like press, this down block parry punch. And I call it this front hand like a cloak, in the sense that it's covering them, which allows the dagger to slip in. So why does that happen? Well, he started pushing too hard with his right arm, sorry. And I neutralized that and then dropped that pressure into his body with the dagger, which is the punch here. So it's very sneaky. It's coming under his attack, literally, and then pushing through it. And you aim towards the liver. I'm on this side, so I have to punch the other side, which is his spleen, but it's connected to the liver this way. So it heals your liver, but attacks theirs, like that. So that's down block parry punch. Let him try. So the main quality you're looking for is this front hand, because when I push on it, if you stiffen up, yeah, it won't work. See, I push myself out, or I can push him out with his own stiffness. So either way, if he makes it too limp, it doesn't work either. See, he collapses, then this punch won't happen. I can see it coming. So you want to hide it by keeping it yin, but not losing its shape, which is this kind of ward off becoming push. See that? Push and ward off together is press. So this, once it becomes push, it informs this punch and gives it power. So this hand is feeding the power into this through my pressure. So my pressure feeds the power into his punch. So his punch is directly proportionate to my pressure on his left elbow, which is going in across his shoulders, through his back, into his hand. So that's the punch from the first drill. The second one is wipe off, which is a counter to that. So the wipe off drill, you start with that ward off piece, right? Which we just looked at with down block parry punch, right? And then you take that and make it this. That is, he's attacking with both arms. See? So you have to wipe it off because it's not working for you. So the drill is that you take that ward off arm and you pull it. You don't pull it back. What do? You just keep your shape and you make it more yin. That is, he's pushing on it, so you let it go, and then that makes this right hand yang, which becomes a push, right? So that's the drill. You go from ward off. This is a type of rollback right here, where you connect to the wrist, see that, with the right hand? And then that gives you his elbow. And you're trying to get this trap. See the trap on the elbows? Right? So that's going to be cross hands next week, or Monday, where you're trying to get their arms to cross. See that? Then that gets you a really wonderful push. Next week we'll look at how to counter that, how to get out of that, or Monday, sorry. How to counter that problem of getting trapped. See how he's trapped? So for us, to counter the problem, you do wipe off, which is basically you have to release that compression through lifting your back and dropping your hips and shoulders, and that drops their pressure into the ground. So that's the essence of wipe off. It's dealing with this really bad situation, which is just arms are crossed and you're all pinned and you're kind of screwed, right? And you're saying, well, maybe I can get out of it if I can sneak under it. And if you can do that, what happens is their push dissolves out that way. You saw that? The more he pushes, the more he goes forward, and I just go under that. So you're duck diving the wave. And you can do it with either arm forward. This is my left arm forward, and that's his left arm forward. You can do it with the right arm forward. It's the same drill. It's just switching arms. And you can switch legs, of course. So I'm just trying to show it. But I want you to see the ward-off quality. If you collapse your ward-off, he's going to get you every time. If you make it too tight, he's going to get you every time. So the quality is in between, you know, it's yin and yang. So outside yin, inside yang, like that. So if no inside yang collapsed, right? No outside yin, too stiff. So either one, no good. So you have to, so wipe off is a really good practice. I learned this from Mr. Smith a long time ago. And he did a slightly different version, but very similar. But this is the one I'm doing now. It's very similar. Yeah. And so you can use it in all kinds of situations. If he attacks the elbow, you just follow the attack. And you do your wipe off from where if he attacks the wrist, you can do it on the inside. That's still wipe off. So we call it inside wipe off that way. Some forms do it that way, where they don't cross the arms. They'll just do the wipe off with the hands separating. And then they do something called two birds. See the two birds? They fly together. So, like that. So that's wipe off. And then from that you can do, you know, if you can do your punch right from that too. So when you feel him retreat with his wipe off, you just follow it in with your punch. So they really blend together. That's why they're coupled. So if you can't get your push to happen, try the punch, because it'll sneak right between his arms. So that's down block, parry, punch, and wipe off, all kind of blended.